Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're back. Yeah, it's been a long time, I know, but I'm back. School is over for the summer, and I'm ready to jam. So it looks like I just looked it up, and M19 will be coming out in just a few days, so I'm eagerly awaiting that. I love Dominaria, though, still. On to the pack. Tatyova. That's who I'm looking at. There's also a Blessed Light in here, which is great. Now, I know it's been a while for me, so last I played, the format had changed, where it kind of got fast. It was slow, and then it got fast. So I'm going to assume it's still fast, because I know in the last couple drafts I was kind of questioning, am I supposed to play first? Am I supposed to go second? I think you assume that you play first, and then if you see that your opponent is mid-range, then you're like, okay, I'll be on the draw. But I'm going to take this Tatyova over the removal and anything else in here, because Tatyova is just phenomenally powerful card. Very, very good. All right. Follow-up pick. Well, we have Saproling Migration. We have Skittering Surveyor. Kind of want to take the Surveyor. It lets us splash Tatyova if this color combination doesn't work out. There's also a Merfolk Trickster, which I like. Good way to get flyers. Just good in general, I think. It's a good card. And Migration's a great card, too. Good early. All the kicker cards like that, just really strong. But we're going to take the Surveyor. Get ourselves nice and fixed. It also helps that it's historic as well. Okay, well, Llanowar Elves seems like a nice third pick here. Taking it over Goblin Barrage, which is good removal. Gitu Chronicler, which I like. Other than that, nothing in here that's blowing my mind, but let's take the Llanowar Elf and move on. All right, we can take Juggernaut here. There's Grow from the Ashes, which is really good with Tatyova. There's also Rampaging Cyclops. And like I said, yeah, Juggernaut. We'll probably take the Grow from the Ashes. That seems fine here, actually. More ways to fix. And like I said, if you have a Tatyova out, you're a pretty happy camper if you play that Grow from the Ashes. It really lets us splash for blue, too, in case it's not, ends up not being our second color here. Because it does look like at this point we're probably green if we want to make this Llanowar Elves work. Best card here, well, it's probably Triumph of Gerard by quite a bit. Nothing in here otherwise is really blowing my mind. I guess if you're ever going to play Sage of Latinum, it would probably be in the Skittering Surveyor deck, but it's also a Jousting Lance, which is playable too. But we'll take the Triumph. All right, well, some pretty late red playables. Not that impressed with Corrosive Ooze. Antiquities War is one of those cards that's, you look at it and you're like, man, this card would probably be cool if I built around it, but I don't really want to build around it. I'm just going to take the Chronicler because I know this card is good. Granted, not looking so hot in our deck right now, but otherwise, nothing else in here anyway. I'll take the Chronicler. So we can take the Impulse. There's Sentinel, Urza's Tome, Sparring Construct. Guess we could take the Impulse. I mean, maybe Sentinel is just a card. It's not that great. It's kind of cool with Triumph, I guess. A little reset. I think I'm just going to take the... Well, I'm probably not going to play the Impulse, though. Whatever. I'll take it anyway. All right. There's a Wall here. Overseer, which is pretty good. Primordial Worm. Big Fat Fatty. Keldon Overseer can actually be pretty good, though. It's one of those cards I tend to pass a lot, but I think it actually is likely to be pretty good. Late game steal something. Taking these red cards that they don't need you to have double red. I guess that's actually kind of a perk. Plus it rewards us for the ramp as well. All right, I'm going to take the Overseer over the Worm. Worm is playable and all, but I think the Overseer is a little more exciting. Howling Golem and Rampaging Cyclops. I actually like Cyclops quite a bit. I like the Golem too. I've actually been impressed with this card, and 2/3s are nice. It's also uncommon. I'm still going to take the Cyclops, I think. Just really like a 4-mana 4/4. Alright, maybe Pierce the Sky here. Not likely to play the Chief. I think we'll just play Pierce the Sky. Good sideboard card to have. A lot of blue. None of it's amazing blue. An 8-drop. Not really feeling any of this. Guess I'll take the Assistant. So a lot of blue that wheeled, but none of it really all that good. Seems like the green definitely slowed down at the end of the pack. I don't know if that's a huge deal, though. We're still easily able to play 3 colors with this deck. A Grow from the Ashes and a Skittering Surveyor. I think a Tatyova Splash is still fine. We don't have to be in red, though I do like the 3 red cards we have quite a bit. What just happened? That was weird. Alright, I'm going to take this. Did it like auto pick for me or something? Did you guys see that? That was extremely strange. Alright. It like moved all my sideboard into my main deck, and I don't know. That was just weird. Alright. What is the pick here? Probably Wizard's Lightning. There's a cast down as well, but this can burn face. And I'm not afraid to pay 3 mana to burn something. I feel like I never get this card either. I assume it's not passed all that often. This is a good pack anyway. I mean, Cast Down is good. Vicious Offering. I like the Pegasus Courser. Plenty of good cards in here. Easily taking Wizard's Lightning, though. I feel like we've already got pretty good red rewards in here. I think we can probably, at this point, assume we're not going to play the Triumph. Maybe not. We'll see. Slimefoot. I love Slimefoot so much, too, but I think we just have to slam another Wizard's Lightning here. It's also another, or a Baloth Gorger. I just love Slimefoot. I love splashing with this card too. Be fun to, I mean, these are just both Tatyova and a Slimefoot deck. That sounds like fun, but Wizard's Lightning, too good for us right now to pass, especially since we likely wield the Chronicler and end up in the type of deck I like to play anyway. Halar the Fletcher, Fire Fletcher rather. We have a couple kicker cards already. We can easily get some more. Otherwise, there's a Krosan Druid and another Skittering Surveyor. But let's take Halar. Eviscerate in here too, which is good. But we'll take Halar. I've found this card is pretty good, actually. Gilded Lotus. Huh. Don't really have a ton of need for it. Lets us play our kicker cards a little more easily, but I'd probably just take another Cyclops and be pretty happy about that. So now we can take Primordial Worm. Otherwise, there's Llanowar Scout. Guess we'll take the Worm. I don't really like the Scout all that much. I mean, we may need some more early plays, I guess, but I guess, actually, Llanowar Scout can be good with Tatyova. You play the land, you draw the card, maybe you draw another land, and then you can cheat it out, draw another card, I guess. And we might need to lower our curve. There's a pretty good chance we won't need the Worm, probably. Alright, Mammoth Spider versus Krosan Druid, and there's a Keldon Raider in here as well. So, Krosan Druid is good with the Halar, but Spider is just vacuum pretty good. Blocks flyers, 3/5. I think we just take that. I love Krosan Druid too, though. So, maybe a little bit closer than one might think, but I think we'll go with the Spider here. Alright, so now there's Phoenix, Skizzik, Ancient Animus. I wanted Ancient Animus to be good. Actually, the funny thing is, this is probably one of the better Ancient Animus decks, because we have these efficient 4/4s. but I probably just take Skizzik because I love this card. It's really good. It's more double red. We are removal light. I think I still like Skizzik more. Warcry Phoenix is pretty cool too, but I'm going to take the Skizzik because I just really like the card. I think it's really strong. Alright, Broken Bond is definitely a good sideboard card to have. Probably more so than a Radiating Lightning. There's just a lot of artifacts and enchantments you want to have an answer to. Radiating Lightning definitely can be good too. We probably end up wheeling in a different one though. Alright, I'll take Pierce the Sky because I don't need any of these things. Skizzik is vastly better than Fire Elemental, I would say, because haste is so good. Alright, getting the Gorger is really good. Besides having Kicker, it's also just a 4-mana 4/4, so I am happy with that. I guess we can put these in their non-kicker spots just to make our curve look a little bit better than it is. Although Skizzik should probably be in the 5 slot. That makes more sense. None of these matter. I guess we'll take the red card to cut red. We're going to let all of these cards flow because we don't need them. Same thing here. And there. Alright. So we're on to pack 3. I like where the deck's at. Yeah, no real complaints about where we're at right now. I think we're looking pretty good. A lot of kicker for Halar too, which is really nice. Okay, wow. A lot of good options here. Probably take the Forebear's Blade. I think it's just a good card in general. I think Untamed Kavu is fantastic too. It's also really good with Halar, but I'm going to take the Blade because I think this card is really strong. Turns your little dudes into actual win cons. And it's rare equipment, so we'll take it. Another Gilded Lotus, that's strange. Alright, I actually think Grun is very good too. Grun is crazy good with Forebear's Blade, so we're going to take that. It's also another kicker card. Another Ancient Animus in here. Maybe it'll wheel. It was a very unpopular card when I last played anyway. There's a Sapherd in here too, which is very good as well with the Forebear's Blade, but very happy to take Grun. Excellent card. Wild Onslaught is so good. I love this card. One of my favorites in the format, so easily taking that here. Great card to get. So Mending of Dominaria would give you some card advantage, but I think we just take Spore Swarm because the card is great. Probably wheel one of those Chroniclers, which makes our Spore Swarm even better. But pretty happy to take Spore Swarm. Spore Swarm number 2, or we take the Saproling Migration. Migration might actually just be better here. Kicker makes more sense with the Halar. It gives us another 2-drop play. Yeah, I like that. We'll take the Migration now. Siobhan Fire that late? Wow, what a gift. Taking it. Very happy about that. So with Spore Swarm and Migration, we actually have 15 creatures already, too. Barrage, more removal? I will take it. I'm going to take it over the Sapherd, too. We do not have a Goblin to sacrifice, right? Not that it matters, but could be a way to kill your opponent as well, which is nice. But take the Barrage, and magically we have a deck. All right, here's a Chronicler, number 2. Definitely looking good in here. Probably just ditch the Impulse. Don't need it anyway. Easy card to get rid of. Look at all this kicker for Halar. That's really nice. Guess we'll take the Blessing. I don't need any of these. There, we did get the Animus back. And I think it's actually just great in this deck. So this is one of the few instances where I'm pretty happy that we have an Ancient Animus because I think it is certainly good enough for the deck. What am I cutting? Probably Llanowar Scout, because I think it's the weakest card we have. But the rest of the deck looks quite good. So, doesn't matter. I guess Guardians I mean, because Journey Mage just works with Wizard's Lightning, right? Not that it even matters. I'm happy to pay 3 mana, instant speed for that effect. Guess we'll take Guardians. It randomly has synergy with like Skittering Surveyor, I guess. But alright, Arbor Armament, definitely a playable card. Could be good if we run against big time flyer deck. Take the Warcaller. Okay, so have some good sideboard options. Really good main deck. High value main deck. Removal. What the? Is this new? That's a change I don't really like. That's weird. They make you remake your deck, huh? That was unexpected. Let's see here. You, that thing, these guys, that, and what was the last card? Surveyor. There we go. All right, so this is the deck. Yeah, we have some Pierce the Skies. We have a Broken Bond, Arbor Armament, potentially some more cheap things, Scout and Warcaller if we need more early blockers. Yeah, let's sort by color. Take a look at what we're dealing with here. So one island is fine, and then I guess we probably err towards red because quite a few of our kicker things are double red, whereas I guess no, that's not double green. This is double green. This is double green. The Grow from the Ashes is not double green. So if we do the one blue, no, and then they do 8/8, I'm actually okay with that. That sounds reasonable to me. All right, so here you have it. Yeah, cool deck. Looks like fun, good sideboard, good main deck. And this is how we'll run it. All right, good to be back. We'll see you round 1.